overslept. My shuttle's in 4 minutes. I need to bloody hurry up. I know we lost, but screw it. I'm representing in South America. Anyway, my hotel name is called Rumiwasi, Rumiwasi. It looks small, but when you go in, you're still outside. And like there's different rooms inside, and there's like 3 or 4 levels. And there's a downstairs lounge, and there's free breakfast, which I couldn't try because I left the hotel early. Birthdays like today. But yeah, it's a really nice hotel, and it's won awards, and it's very good. It's also in a nice street away from the plaza, just down the road. And if you like nightlife, there's a lot of nightclubs down the street. Anyway, let me get to the airport before I tell you the rest of my intro. The entrance is there. You come through here. I am room number 1. There's rooms up there. Rooms down there, downstairs. It's really cool. Guess what? The things that I lost, right? So my mom, like, when I record videos in my room, not in my living room actually, I record them. Behind me you see some boxes sometimes on other channels. Like there's a bunch of boxes stacked up, and there's like a Hawthorne AFL ball on top of it. Yeah, that's stacked, right? One of those boxes had my stuff in. The 2 had started missing, the wire is missing, both adapters. My mom was looking for something in there because she has things in there as well. And she inadvertently found my stuff, and I'm just like, it was in the living room the entire time. I searched that entire room. I didn't look at that box apparently. But yeah, we're flying to Brazil. So when we came here, it was the longest flight of the journey, 18 to 19 hours, including transits. This one is the most annoying one. So catch this, I got a 9:50 flight to Lima, Peru, domestic flight somewhere else in Peru. And then I got 1 hour 45 minutes layover there. And then I got a second flight to Sao Paulo, Brazil. But that's not my final destination, because in Sao Paulo, I gotta get another flight because my final destination is Rio de Janeiro. So I gotta get a third flight to Rio from Sao Paulo. And I got 2 hours 25 minutes before I get that last flight. So 2 connections, 3 flights. Starts at 9:50 in the morning, and it ends at 11:50. It's scheduled to land 11:50 p.m. at night, midnight. Assuming it's on time. I should get to my hotel by like half midnight, and I gotta be up because I got a tour pickup at 8:20 a.m. and it is probably the biggest tour of the holiday. So bloody brilliant, that is bloody brilliant. So it is what it is. Just all day flying on 3 different flights, 2 of them domestically, 1 domestic Peruvian flight, 1 flight from Peru to Brazil, and 1 domestic Brazilian flight. Just to add 2 things to that clip, it's going to be a lot of trouble in Sao Paulo because I land at Terminal 3, the next flight to Terminal 2. On top of that, I got to pass through customs in Sao Paulo, not Rio, so I got to recheck my bag. So in Sao Paulo, I got to, as soon as possible, go through customs, talk to the border officer, get my suitcase, take it to another terminal, check it in, and then fly the domestic flight. Get on that flight within 2 hours 25 minutes, maybe less than 2 hours because of the boarding times. What a holiday, huh? What a holiday. Talking to another tourist about Machu Picchu, because you saw I went on a tour, so that was a good talk last night. And also with my plug adapter, because I don't have 2, I have 1. The Wi-Fi works better in one half of the room and not where the bed is, so I can't charge my phone overnight, which is kind of a positive. You don't have to charge it all night, but I still want it 100% in the morning, which cannot be done at this hotel, unfortunately for me, because I only got 1 plug, not 2. So my laptop would be uploading the video overnight because the Wi-Fi it's not too slow. It uploads overnight, but it takes a few hours. I've had to leave it on. But I can only charge my phone through that plug or through that laptop. Other side of the room to my bed. So I just had to like charge my phone as much as possible on my laptop and then take it to bed. Put it on the bedside table so I could wake up. I slept for a lot of alarms today, by the way. You should have seen how quickly I got ready. I was like the Flash. Everything except the shower was quick, and the toilet actually. The toilet experience was not quick either. So I mentioned in the last 2 vlogs that I should have gone to the second country first and then come here after. Yeah, I should have gone to Brazil first. The reason for that, well, I'll get to that first, but there's benefits to it. I saw a flight to Brazil for like £264, which was like really cheap compared to any other flight to any of the 3 countries I'm visiting. So there was incentive there, and it was a quicker direct flight as well. So it would have benefited me. Why did I opt to fly to Peru first? Well, I was oblivious to the Brazilian football schedule. I wanted to see a game at the Maracanã. The Maracanã is one of the most iconic stadiums in the world, and it's in Brazil. It seats, I think, 150k, something like that. It's huge. I wanted to see a game there because I know Brazilian fans and South American fans in general are very passionate, and they have wild atmospheres. I wanted to experience that in person. And there were tour operators. There's tour operators in Brazil that take you to games. Like, they fund a ticket and they escort you to the game, and they're with you at the game. So it could be you, it could be a group, but they take you to the game, so everything's safe, so you're safe. I wanted to do that experience because it's a great way to experience Brazilian football, Brazilian Serie A. I booked this holiday in September for this week and next week. They had fixtures for November 6th and November 13th by default because they've not been rescheduled or decided yet, so it's going to be stretched out. But it said November 6th and November 13th. I emailed some like tour operators, I WhatsApped some tour operators, asked about it, and they said yeah, things could change because of other competitions. So there's the Copa do Brazil and the Copa Libertadores, which is basically the Champions League for South America. So there's 2 teams that play at the Maracanã, and those are Flamengo and Fluminense. Fluminense were the team playing the league game on November 6th originally, before it was rescheduled. And I waited weeks and weeks, and it wasn't rescheduled. So what I did was I booked a flight to Peru on the weekend because I didn't know there'd be a Brazilian home game on that weekend. But that's where I messed up. So they both got eliminated from the Champions League, the Libertadores, but one of them was still in the Copa do Brazil and made it to the final. Right, made it to the final of the competition. The final was 2 legs, one home, one away, and their home leg was just a few days ago. I thought maybe, because they put Flamengo's home cup game on the weekend just now, a few days ago, I thought, that Fluminense home game in the league, it could be Wednesday or Thursday. I could have hit the jackpot here, because they could have a game on weekend, game midweek, because they got no games at that stadium next weekend, this weekend coming. That's guaranteed. So I'm just like, yeah, this is great. No. They moved that home game for Fluminense as well to last weekend. So they played, one team played on Saturday, one team on Sunday. Neither team played in midweek. One of them is playing midweek, but they're playing away. If I had just taken a risk and booked the Brazil flight first and then Peru midweek, it would have worked just fine. But because of that, they waited they literally announced like 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago now they announced it, so I couldn't wait for flights. I couldn't wait till 2 weeks before flying to book those flights. Like, they'd be mad expensive. I'd lose hundreds of pounds. So it is what it is. I'm still gonna visit the stadium. There's stadium tours. I've got sleep in my eye. I've been in a rush this morning. They got stadium tours, so I'm still gonna visit the stadium. But I'm just gutted I can't see a game. But it is what it is. It is life. Sometimes you don't get everything in life, and sometimes you just gotta let go of some things, and that's fine. I guess I'll stick to YouTube videos of those atmospheres because I know the Maracanã, Flamengo especially, and Fluminense as well, can create some crazy atmospheres. I just wish I got to see one of those teams play at Maracanã. Would have been awesome. Unfortunately, that is not going to be. I guess we'll start flying then, yeah? I'm at Lima Airport, Peru. My flight was late half an hour. Like, everything's on time, but takeoff was late half an hour due to like air traffic or whatever. I thought I'd spend some time at the airport to find maybe like a Peruvian garment piece of like clothing, like a hat or something. Don't know if I'll have time for that now. I think it's about 17 minutes till boarding. You had to exit and then go back in. Like, there's no like connection now in this airport, so that's a bit frustrating. And I'm pretty sure I got to go through customs again.
Is what it is. Let me get up there, get through security, and hopefully have time to buy something before I embark. Thankfully the queue wasn't long, and security was pretty easy. Like, he checked my passport, entered the numbers in, and he just let me through, didn't ask me any questions. So it's good to know. Early stressful part for security, but that is what it is, you know. Undo my belt, take all my things out of my pockets, take my shoes off in this airport. I don't have to do that yet. What else did I have to do? I had to get my laptop out and everything back in. And it's just like, it's so long. Obviously, security, understandable. Like, I'm happy to do it, but yeah. Where are the gates? Gone the wrong way. For flip's sake, why is gate 25 outside the terminal? I can see it. It's not boarding just yet, but they are calling names. So I need to check if there's a last minute shop. This could be our last time in Peru. I think that's a shop. There's one there and there too. It's pretty cool. I might not buy something, but I'll check. Alright, now no more worries until I disembark this flight and stress about the third one. I didn't buy anything. Everything's very expensive. I should have bought, if I wanted something like authentic to Peru, I should have bought it in that market yesterday, because they were like a third of the price here. Or I should have got something at the previous airport, because they had some good prices. Well, I might still get something Peruvian at some point, order online or something. I just wanted to get some sort of like garment to like, as a souvenir. I think it'd be a good souvenir. Never mind then. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, flight is boarding now, so off to Sao Paulo we go, and then we focus on the stress of changing terminals, getting my luggage, and going through customs, just to get on the third plane. Doesn't seem too long for customs. At the previous airport, I kept asking security like conexion, because I think it's the same word in Spanish, just with an X. Tried to sound smart, but we're out with the Spanish side of South America, now we're in the Portuguese side. And I know 0 words of Portuguese, none. Hopefully they know enough English. Plane was on time, not delayed. Took off quite late, but arrived early. But disembarking and taking the bus took a while, so it's now only 2 minutes after scheduled landing time, so it's not too bad. Let's just get through this and we should be alright in the 2 hours, 25 minutes that we have. Customs nice and easy. There's some sort of Peruvian team here. I don't know if it's football. It probably is football. I know they do play other sports as well in South America. It's not a senior team, but I think it's a youth team. That's what I'm guessing. In before they're low-key famous. Anyway, yeah, not many questions. She saw my ticket. She said, "You have a quick connection?" And she asked like where you're going and stuff, like, and that's it. Like, just give a connection, you go pick up your luggage and stamp my passport. So yeah, nice and easy. And now we can get my luggage. According to Google, I can recheck it in this terminal at arrivals and then get to terminal 2. There's a shuttle bus. It's every 15 minutes. That's probably quite quick. Apparently you can also walk between the terminals within 20 minutes. So I might just do that. But first of all, I need to make sure my suitcase is here. And hopefully it is. Otherwise, this will take longer than expected. That might be in the black one there. It should be. Nah, it's not. It just looks similar. False alarm. But it's just not arrived. Flip's sake. There's a Brazilian team here too. Obviously, they're back home. They look more like basketball than football, to be fair. Frustrating, man. It was working out so well. The plane landed on time. We got through customs very easily. And I'm very confident that if I got my bag now, I would have definitely rechecked and got to the other terminal, got to my gate with time to spare. Now I'm back into panic mode because my bag's not here. And I'm not the only one that the Brazilian team are cheering them on. I'm not the only one waiting for a bag. So I'm not sure it's a thing where they've left my bag in Peru. I don't think it's that. I just think a lot of bags have just not arrived yet. But Yeah, I mean, the entire Brazilian and Peru teams are here that I mentioned. So that's a lot of bags that haven't been claimed yet. So, but none are being sent through. It's just the same bag round and round. Nothing's being put onto the belt. What's going on? Okay, there's bags coming. There's hope, guys, there's hope. There you are. 8:51, 10:45 flight. Panic mode off for now. I don't know how you pronounce that. I should say connections. Don't know what I mean. Yeah, what have you been through? Tearing apart. Let's go. That flight was like 4.5 hours, by the way. The first flight, hour and a half. I think it's less than that actually. This flight, it says an hour and 5 minutes, but you know, the flight just now, it said 5 hours 15. It was 4 hours 30. So it should be less than an hour, which is good. Should be similar to like London to Paris. But I make sure I get on it, and then I'll be okay. Wait till you see my hotel view, by the way. My hotel view is banging in Rio. There we go. There's Margot Robbie. She says hi. Simple enough to understand. Oh, there's a Pizza Hut here. Sure, we don't have time to go there. The queue's quite long. Panic mode back on then. Alright, on my way. It's 9:41, flight's at 10:45, boarding ends 10:10 apparently. So I need to be quick. The queue took ages because it was just dropping off bags, but it took ages. Some people had like drop off somewhere else as well, but mine just like, I just showed her passport, my boarding pass, and she sent my luggage through straight away. But it took a while because there was three separate lines, and the two were priority in front of us. One was like for families and disabled, which is great, obviously you got to do that, and then the second one was for flights that were like urgent, that need to be boarded quickly. They were more urgent than mine. A lot of people had close calls, it seems, based on what I'd seen. Big lift here coming. Our line took ages. I'm in sort of like semi-panic mode because I got to get there on time. It's just 5 to 9 minute walk. I know my gate is B28, so yeah, I got to get there ASAP. Somehow this is less stressful than that American one. Remember that American one where the border officer didn't let me through and I had to sit in a room for ages just to like, here I can go through. I missed my flight, got on the next flight. Happened here. I mean, this is literally the last flight to Rio from here, so that would have been awkward. At least in the US, there was another flight available to London, and because of that, I'm never transiting for the US again. Like, I go to the US to visit, never transiting through, because it's like, oh, if my first flight is delayed 2 hours and I'm in a rush to get through, but because I sound panicky, they're not going to let me through. And it's just like, and the worst part is waiting in the room for like an hour, missing my flight. Then the second officer I see, he says, it's fine, you can go through, everything's okay. And I'm just like, they made me wait all this time. Anyway, that's a long time ago now. Like, even for this holiday, I saw flights that go through the US, and I'm just like, nah, not doing that again. I love how they just spell it out, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I know that's what it's called, but normally on KFC stores, you don't see that spelled out. They got to specify what it is, in case you mix it up with Kidderminster Harriers Football Club, you know? You got to make the distinction. 56 minutes. Okay, saw a Subway. I'm a bit pissed at Subway, you know, because they introduced a new app, so they reset all the points. I had like 3,000 points saved up, and that's 3 footlongs, right? When they launched the new app, all those points are gone. They reset the points to 0. And I'm just like, where's my 3 footlongs? Can I just redeem them now? I went in the shop, I asked, they said no. I emailed them, they said no. I'm just like, well, screw you then. I'll go other places. I don't need Subway. You can do one. 9:50. I gotta get through security now. Right. 8219. Hopefully not too far. I need to put this back on. I had to take my shoes off as well, you know, for flip's sake. My shoes keep setting up the sensors. I should put my other shoes on. These are my walking shoes. I need to hurry up. The F1 was here in Sao Paulo on Sunday. Quite a crazy race. Wish I was there. Yeah, I see some F1 fans going home today, so that's pretty interesting. So, yeah. Ooh, no Subway today. I was waiting in line for baggage claim, right? I was checking people's, I saw people's suitcases. Every airport has its own like 3-letter code. So I Googled the codes and flight times on the airport website. And I saw people in front of me in the queue that had flights after me. I was started panicking so much. Just like a bit now. I can see 220, can't see 219. Let me get there. Oh, for flip's sake, it's not on this level. Oh my days, it's down. I'm sweating. I think I'll make it. It's 10:03. There was some sort of like famous person here. There was a skateboarder. People kept asking photos of her. I'm just like, who is this in front of me in the queue? I have no idea. She looked like early 20s and she had a skateboard. And people were like, people fangirling on the side. I'm just like, who is this? Should have taken a photo just for a joke. And the first few gates, it's flip's sake. We made it. We made it. Said boarding closes at 10:10. Still a queue. I'm alright. I'm okay. I ran a little bit. Didn't have to run too much. We're good. We made it. And I saw my luggage at this airport, so obviously my luggage to make it as well, so that's all good. We did it. We did it. It's done. Got to get a bus to the plane, but we're good. We're getting there. I'm so relieved I made it. I'm so relieved. Bags now, and there is Uber here, which is good to know. Actually not used my card since Colombia, so I've managed quite well the cash that I brought. Flight was a bit delayed, and I think it's mainly because of boarding, because the plane I think was ready. It's just that the boarding took longer than expected. It is now 11 past midnight, so 20 minutes after scheduled landing. Landed like 10-15 minutes late or whatever. Got out of it quite quick, and just waiting for a bag now, and then I'll probably get an Uber back. I'll get an Uber to my hotel. So yeah, hopefully they're not waiting too long for me to check in. But I checked in online, and it gave me like what time do I check in, and I couldn't put the time on the day after. So I put it 11:59. I put it the last minute of the day, and hopefully they got the idea that I'm coming late. Hopefully, I tried to message them and email them, but they didn't answer me. So I'm just like, okay. But yeah, they got like 24-hour service, room service, reception, all that stuff, so I'll be alright. I'll be able to see someone anyway. Yeah, now I'm just gonna get back, get ready for bed as quick as possible, get these videos onto my laptop, because I've got limited storage on my phone, so I need to get these videos into my laptop just in case I need it for tomorrow, or today rather. Sleep as soon as possible. Hopefully I'm in bed by 1 AM, because I need to be up early for the tour tomorrow. I'm doing a big tour of Rio tomorrow. I'm very excited, and I look forward to sharing that with you. Uber price is 78 Brazilian reals, which is about 10-11 pounds. That's really good. It's not a long drive, but still good. All right, let's get there. It's a bit of a walk, 5-minute walk, I think, down this way. I've heard stories about taxis in Brazil, so I kind of want to avoid them. Someone just asked me like, Uber. I'm just like, Uber? That's a pretty big thing, mate. I didn't say that to him, but like, you should know how Uber works. You don't just shout Uber in front of you. I believe I'm in purple sector. Thanos. There's orange. I'm currently in green. Purple's over there. It's like a little arena. me the view last. They're bringing my suitcase up, by the way. It's a nice 5-star service. Very nice room. I don't know if this is free, but I'll probably eat them. Not the nuts though. Yep, place to put my clothes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Huge mirror next to me, and then shower in here. Not too bad. And here's the best part. Famous Copacabana beach, and Ipanema beach is that way as well. So 2 iconic beaches in one, basically. Have a look at that. Bet it looks even better at daytime. Now this is a beach. None of this Bondi stuff. This is a beach. This is what you call a proper beach. Just look at it. I can just sit here editing videos while looking at the beach. This is the life. I gotta get up in the morning though, so I'm gonna wait for my suitcase, do the laptop thing. I just came in and he just it's one of those typical, in movies you see them, like they wear white shirts and red waistcoats. Yeah, one of those guys. Came in, put it on the luggage racking. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to, he just had to roll it in. This is probably the most high-end hotel I've booked, and I got it at a very good price. Why? Expedia. It's literally like, I don't even pay Expedia anything. It's just that I book so much with them that they give me the rewards, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll take it. And that's how I got that great room. And when I was in Australia, I think it was 2023, I was in Melbourne. I had basically like a whole apartment to myself. It was like 2 3 bedrooms, and it was the price of like a 1-bedroom hotel. It was so cheap, and there was so much. And that's because of Expedia, I get these things. So it's nice. They also gave me a card that I can get a beach towel with if I want, and also a swimming pool upstairs. It is closed tomorrow, but that's fine, I'm out all day. But yeah, this has been really fun. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and it's time to go to bed. So this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching, have a good day. Beach, goodbye.